Welcome to Daily Podcast, the podcast where we delve into the complex issues shaping our world today. I'm your host, Alexa.
And I am Luz Bernard. Today we're tackling a critical and timely topic, the proliferation of nuclear weapons and why governments have struggled to stop it.
And I'm Saray Donado. We're joined by a special guest, Dr. Camilo Hernandez, Dr. Milo, known as Dr. Milo, a renowned expert in nuclear non-proliferation and security studies. Welcome, Dr. Milo.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, let's start by understanding the basics. Dr. Milo, could you explain why nuclear proliferation remains such a persistent issue despite international efforts to control it?
Certainly. The main reason include geopolitical tensions, the strategic importance of nuclear verification, and the technological challenges for this verification. So countries like North Korea, Israel, and others view nuclear weapons as essential to their national security.
Okay, that's right. And talking about North Korea, they have been a major concern for the international community. What drives their nuclear ambition?
Okay, so North Korea sees weapons as a means of ensuring regime survival and deterring potential threats from the United States and South Korea. So, despite diplomatic efforts, their leadership believes more that nuclear capabilities are vital for their security.
And Israel has a policy of nuclear opacity. How does this impact the global non-proliferation efforts?
Okay, so Israel's strategic ambiguity helps it deter regional adversaries while avoiding a nuclear arms race in Middle East. So, however, this stance complicates international disarmament efforts since it sets a precedent for other nations.
And moving to the major nuclear powers like the US, Russia, and China, they adhere to a deterrence doctrine. Could you explain how this doctrine affects global non-proliferation?
These countries maintain that nuclear weapons prevent large scale wars through mutually assured destruction. So, while treaties like the New START aim to reduce arsenals, the inherent belief in deterrence make complete disarmament challenging.
In the case of France and UK are also part of the deterrence framework. How do their policies align with the global non-proliferation goal?
Okay, so France and the UK support non-proliferation, but also rely on nuclear deterrence for their security. So they participate in arms control agreements, but are cautious about complete disarmament due to regional security concerns.
Okay, so let's talk about countries like Germany, Italy, and Canada, which have advanced nuclear technology for civilian use. How does this impact the proliferation risks?
So these nations adhere to strict non-proliferation commitments. However, the spread of nuclear technology globally present risks for if dual use technologies are diverted for weapons development. So, robust safeguards are essential to prevent this.
NATO's nuclear sharing involves countries like Germany and Italy hosting US nuclear weapons. How does this affect disarmament efforts?
So, NATO's arrangement complicate disarmament because these weapons are integral to collective defense strategies. This creates a paradox where disarmaments is desired, but security commitment maintain the status quo.
And well, let's talk about Mexico and Canada. As we know, there are strong proponents of non-proliferation. And what challenge do they face in a world where other countries continue to develop nuclear weapons?
While they advocate for disarmament, the broader challenge lies in varying degrees of political will and compliance among nuclear armed states. So the efforts require global cooperation and addressing each country's security concerns.
Effective verification is critical. How do the international bodies like the IAEA ensure compliances, especially in secretive states like North Korea?
Okay, so the verification is tough, particularly with nations' resistance to inspections. So the IAEA works to ensure compliance through rigorous monitoring and diplomacy, but enforcement remains a significant hurdle.
Okay, Dr. Milo, this has been our enlightening discussion. Any final thoughts on the path forward for nuclear non-proliferation?
Sure. So continue diplomatic engagement, robust verification mechanisms, and addressing security concerns of all nations are crucial for this. It's a challenging path, but global cooperation is key to reducing nuclear threats.
Finally, thank you so much, Dr. Camilo, and thank you for sharing your expertise.
Yes, and also thank you to our listeners for tuning into the daily podcast. We would like to end with these words related to the topic that we talked today in today's podcast. A famous person, which was H.G. Wells, one time he said, "If we don't end the war, war will end us." And another famous uh, person, which was George Orwell, he also said that the object of war is not to die for the country, but to make the other bastard die for his. So until next time, stay informed and engage.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you.